Hello fellow battle researchers, we have everything you need to know about the much anticipated Coromon Mobile update. If you're one of the 86% who aren't subbed to the channel, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button and let's jump on in. You now have access to trait enhancements and de-evolution on the demo. This means that Coromon that could have but haven't evolved now benefit from trait enhancement at the cost of certain stat reductions defined by the trait. So for example, if you have Antidote Plus, you'll drop 15% in attack and special attack, while Conductor Plus will drop 30% in attack and defense. Also, before we jump in, I just want to note I will be using footage from the fully released game on PC and Switch, and some of the mods shown here are not currently available in the demo, but will be once the game is fully released for mobile. The Coromon summary has a new tab where you can see the changes your Coromon could benefit from in terms of de-evolution or trait enhancement. You can also trigger the skipped evolution of a non-evolved Coromon via the new tab in the Coromon summary, and there's a new item called the Devolve Pill, and it devolves a Coromon. Who would have guessed it? This is a huge change, and we're going to dive into one Coromon to serve as an example. In this case, we're going to use Goldbeak, who's in our party currently, and we're going to hit the summary tab, and from here, you can go to Evolution Details. Once you click Evolution Details, you'll see a breakdown of the Coromon stats and a definition of the trait the Coromon has. In this case, we're going to go down one evolution. You'll see the option to use your Devolve Pill, but you'll also see some stat decreases, in this case attack, special attack, and defense. You'll also see that the trait has been updated, and now Escapist Plus is going to increase your Coromon speed and it cannot be trapped. As we go down further to the base form of this 3-stage Coromon, you'll see that the speed is increased by 2 stages and it can't be trapped. And you'll also see further deductions in stats. Because your Coromon will still be capped at level 25, they will get a much potentially needed boost in their traits. They'll get through that demo and have a lot of variety in the types of Coromon you can try out in that early game. You'll also have access to the reduced RNG mode. So this setting is added for single player and enforcing PvP, and there are a few things you want to talk about here. The first thing to note is all skills with less than 100 accuracy now have 100 accuracy, but their effects will be slightly diminished. To get this calculation, what you're going to do is multiply the skill's power by the original accuracy percentage. So in this case, our skill base power is 60. We're going to multiply that by 0.8 to give us 48, and our accuracy will be increased to 100%. Additionally, one hit KO skills will now damage the target for 35% of their current HP. We also have a change to the drowsy condition, which replaces sleep, and the drowsy condition only lasts for 2 rounds, but skills that apply the drowsy condition have 100% accuracy. Next is a drastic change to secondary effects. So this rule applies to all skills that do damage, but also have a chance to cause a status problem. These skills will now trigger the side effect after a predetermined amount of usages. We'll use another PvP example to illustrate this new change. In this clip, you'll see how the secondary effect for Ball of Darkness works. We'll click Ball of Darkness against Chiraptor and see no chance of a change in our special attack, which is the secondary effect of Ball of Darkness. We'll see the same thing happen against the Volbrute. But after we click it the 3rd time against Glamoth, once the move has successfully hit, we will see our special attack increase. The number of times you have to click a skill for the secondary effect to occur is determined by the percent chance of that secondary effect occurring. Another example of this would be something like Poison Chomp, which 50% of the time it will poison the opponent, which means every other time you use Poison Chomp, you will inflict the poison status assuming nothing else is present. Critical hits have also seen a change in this RNG mode in that they are now predetermined, but they are still affected by the amount of stat changes on your critical hit chance. You'll see a critical hit meter when you're using moves if you have an increased rate of critical hit either through your traits or because you've used a skill that increases your critical hit chance. You will see that meter go up more per turn than a Coromon that does not have any critical hit boost currently on the field. To illustrate this point further, we'll use a PvP example. So the critical hit meter only applies to power-based skills, and these skills will critically hit when the critical hit bar reaches 30 points. The bar increases after every successful skill by 3, 6, 15, or 30 points, depending on the amount of critical hit chances stat changes. In this clip, you'll notice our Megalobite uses a power-based skill, and our crit meter goes up by 3 points, which is the standard amount we'd expect to see without any stat changes. But in the following clip, our Malavite goes for a power based skill and the crit meter increases by 6. That's because in dry winds, we expect our sand types to have a increased crit chance and our meter will go up accordingly. And the last major change to talk about in reduced RNG mode are multi-hit moves, which are now influenced by speed stat changes. If a Coromon has a negative speed stat change, in this case its speed's lower by 1 stage, then the least amount of strikes will occur. So if a move hits 1 to 3 times, it will hit 1 time. If it has a positive speed stat change, the highest amount of strikes will occur. In this case, if it hits 1 to 3 times, it will hit 3 times. And if there are no speed stat changes, in the case that it hits 1 to 3 times, the move will hit twice. We also have several new items that have been added to the demo. Some may be locked behind milestones, I'm still waiting for confirmation on that, but I do want to go over the new items that are likely going to be available to you in this demo. Some of these new items include the P.E.K.K.A. Stone and Maka Stone. The P.E.K.K.A. Stone will increase your special defense by 50%, the Maka Stone will increase your defense by 50%, but you can no longer use status skills. We have things like the Pista Stone, which increases your attack by 50%, and the Alma Stone, which is going to increase your special attack by 50%. If you are using those two items though, you can only use the first move you select when you enter the battlefield. We also have an item called the Enhancer Gem, which is going to enhance the trait of Coromon by 1 stage, and things like the Kawana Rock, which means all attackers making contact will suffer 15% recoil damage when making contact with the Coromon. There are even more items being released via the demo, and I will have a complete list, hopefully via release notes, linked in the description down below. So make sure to check that out if you're excited to see all of the different new items you can take advantage of in the Coromon demo. We have one new Coromon that's confirmed to be added to the demo, and instead of spoiling it here, I will leave it as a question of the day for you all to comment down below which Coromon you think has been added to the demo. The one hint I will give you is that it is an electric type Coromon. We also have a host of new skills that have been added to the demo. Again, because we are capped at level 25, not all new skills will be available in the demo, but there should be a list of all the new skills that have been added via the Switch and PC updates in the description down below if you want to get a sense of the new skills you can use or try to find in the demo with the 25 level cap. And those are most of the major changes that are coming to the demo. Really exciting to get the demo much closer to the Switch and PC states because there have been a lot of changes since the original game was launched. Hopefully this means that we will soon get the full release of Coromon Mobile in early to mid 2023. If you're curious to see what the game looks like, definitely check out some of our live streams, which are going to be listed down below. You can also check out our PC and Switch update video that go over the PvP changes that you can see based off these demo changes. And if you have any questions about the demo or the current state of Coromon, make sure to leave a comment down below. Thanks for watching and we'll see you next time. Alright, bye everyone.